Good day, everyone. We're coming on the air with breaking news on Capitol Hill, where the House just voted 221 to 212 to formalize the impeachment inquiry into alleged wrongdoing by President Biden. To be clear, the president has not been impeached. This is a vote to start an investigation into whether he should be. House Republicans are accusing the president of profiting from his family's business dealings while in office. But so far, they have not presented any solid evidence of wrongdoing. At the heart of the inquiry, the president's son, Hunter, who's been in other legal hot water for failing to pay taxes on time and on gun charges. Today, Hunter Biden was supposed to appear at a closed-door deposition related to the impeachment inquiry, but defied a congressional subpoena and instead spoke to reporters on Capitol Hill, where he defended his father, telling reporters, "My father was not financially involved in his business." We want to go to NBC's Ryan Nobles on Capitol Hill. Ryan, to repeat, this is a vote to open an inquiry into the possibility of achievement. Did Republicans have to have any evidence to reach this point?
Only in the fact, Lester, that they needed to convince their members to vote yes on a measure like this to move this process forward. It's important to keep in mind that this impeachment inquiry was actually already underway. It was launched by the former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy back in September, but he did so without this formal authorization from his fellow members of the House of Representatives. And that did lead to some level of difficulty for the three House committees that are investigating the current president and his family, and that includes the House Judiciary Committee, the House Ways and Means Committee, and the House Oversight Committee. They have been in the process of subpoenaing documents, compelling witnesses to testify, and collecting information as a part of this investigation. And they've run into some trouble with some of their targets who have suggested that they do not need to comply because the full House had yet to formalize the impeachment inquiry like they did tonight. Now, the chief target among the many witnesses that the House committees are asking to come forward and speak is the president's son, Hunter Biden. And he was scheduled to testify today in a closed-door deposition. Hunter Biden went back and forth with the committee for several weeks, suggesting that he would testify, but only in a public setting. Well, the House Oversight Committee had said that in order for their investigation to work the way they wanted it to, that they first wanted to depose Hunter Biden in a closed-door setting where they could ask him a lengthy amount of questions in a setting that couldn't turn into a circus atmosphere like these public hearings often do. That wasn't good enough for Biden and his legal team, who, in fact, cited the fact that the impeachment inquiry had not been voted on by the entire House and said that they were not going to comply. Hunter Biden came here to Capitol Hill today, did not participate in this closed-door hearing, but instead gave a short statement, did not answer any reporter questions, and specifically denied that his father had any financial connection to his business dealings around the world or his legal practice. Now, the House Republicans have said that they are now willing to take the step of holding the president's son in contempt of Congress because of his unwillingness to comply with the subpoena. They will now have more legal weight to make that claim based on this authorization vote that just took place here tonight. Lester?
All right, Ryan, we'll ask you to stand by. Let me bring in senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez. He's at the White House. Gabe, any word from the president or his team reacting to the vote? Clearly, it appeared earlier in the day the numbers were there to carry this.
Lester, good evening. The White House is referring to this as a baseless political stunt and arguing that Republicans should be focused on other priorities, such as passing aid to Ukraine and Israel. They continue to say that these are baseless allegations. Now, earlier today, the White House press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, was asked whether the president had the opportunity to see his son Hunter's remarks outside of the Capitol. She wouldn't get much into that, but she did say that the president was familiar with what his son planned to say. But she would not say much more than that, only reiterating that the president and the first lady were proud of their son for continuing to rebuild his life. Lester.
All right, Gabe Gutierrez at the White House. Thank you. That concludes this NBC News special report. Much more ahead on our streaming network, NBC News Now, online at NBCnews.com. And tonight, I'll see you with more on Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt. Thank you for watching, everyone. Good evening. Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.